Gate 14 podcast, and the Jays are all the motherfucking way back. I am joined with Avery, who got to witness history yesterday, and JR. How are you boys doing? I'll start off with you, Avery. How are you feeling after tough loss yesterday, but the boys bounce back today?
Yeah, no, yesterday was fun. The eyeballs were just all time. It's just you couldn't walk by someone who didn't stare Johnny up and down. I felt like maybe I was a part of it, but I know I really wasn't. It wasn't the same. The belt, the first thing I said to Johnny, he gets in the car. It's like, did you bring a belt? He goes, no, I don't need a belt. And every comment was about the belt. But no, it was a lot of fun. Sucks how the game ended, but can't win them all.
JR, how are you feeling, man?
Good, man. That was fucking great content yesterday. The engagement on Instagram was wild. It was absurd.
Same with Twitter, to be honest. Like the Twitter, we were getting a ton of views, but I will say this, and I want to address this. Beltgate. It's Beltgate. A lot of people in the comments, listen, you can come at the fake jersey, but I body bagged that guy that came at the fake jersey, so that guy's in the back burner. The belt. I don't play baseball. I don't understand. Where am I going to get a belt? Did you want me to wear a fucking dress belt? I don't have, there's not a belt in my fucking house. So if you're listening to this and you genuinely thought that I was going to go out of my way to purchase a baseball belt for one fucking evening, you are just delusional. That was just the last thing I was going to do. So yeah, I definitely had to address that. The belt thing, the comments, it was
people are saying it wasn't a full jersey game because he didn't have a belt. That's
just absurd. I mean, if you wear those fucking paint pants, by the way, that Avery sewered me with, like I was a fucking jester, that's a full jersey game. I mean,
why were they paint pants? What was wrong?
They were all white. But the first thing that I knew it was going to be a tough day was when we got out of the parking garage, just four drunk guys just immediately start going at me. They're like,
what they say?
I don't remember what they said.
They called him Tulo.
They called me Tulo. I was like, what? I don't understand that reference at all. But they were just like, I knew right off the bat, I was like, I'm going to be catching so many ricochet shots, just so many chirps from people. And I got it to my cap. It was just, I was getting objectified. And I said in the vlog, I know what it feels like to be a hot girl. Everywhere you go, you're getting looked up and down. There's all eyeballs on you. So now I understand what it feels like. So I actually got to kind of tap into what it's like to be an above average looking female. And it's disgusting. It's the most disgusting thing ever.
I think when I first saw you, I don't know what I was picturing this was going to look like, but you almost looked too good. You almost looked like a ball player. And I was kind of like, the other guy,
I did play baseball for 15 years, so I'd hope I look like
I don't know what I expected, because the other guy looked like he played house league for 2 years and then stopped playing. So maybe it was something like that where I just expected that, but I was like, this is an interesting look. It looks like a ball player going the game.
I think it was the arm sleeve.
What does it is the arm sleeve and the half sleeve of tattoos. It's just where you look a little bit and obviously I'm pretty
good. And the long
shape.
pants, to be honest. I'm so used to seeing the guy wearing high socks.
He doesn't even wear high socks. He just wears tweeners because he can't.
I don't know what that guy does. I was hoping we would see him and I get in a standoff with him, but yeah, unfortunately we never saw him. But
just punch him in the face.
Just getting a fucking 1v1 mono standoff with that dude. But yeah, no, it was fun, man. I mean, we met a ton of fans. The craziest thing was when I knew it was it was gonna be crazy was when me and Avery walk in there and the guy that's scanning our tickets is Gate 14 boys, Johnny, Avery.
Oh, really?
I was like, whoa.
And he's like, you guys are walking in Gate 14.
He's like, yeah, I get it. I was like, yeah, that's the only gate we walk into. So yeah, it was a wild sequence. And then obviously that's where the memeable clip of me running up a fucking
running
ramp.
Clip is legit the funniest thing I've ever.
Okay, so let's break down that clip. What was was Abe Johnny let's have.
No, he never told me to run. He never told me to run. So Avery wanted to get a first-person vlog or a third-person vlog of me just walking into the stadium.
Yeah, it was gonna be B-roll for the video, and then he just fucking took off running, and I just happened to be filming.
And I'm happy he kept the filming. And what makes that clip even way funnier is just him laughing in the background. Like that just goes to like that's where the common man, like a common camera guy would just be like, all right, game face. But you laughing in the background is what adds the laugh effect to it. I feel like that's what makes it funny.
I legit couldn't believe you took off running like that. It was
oh my god.
It was burners. And the thing, yeah, like that game was crazy. Like the kids coming up to us was crazy.
We're just in with the 14-year-old kids, Jared, by the way.
Wait, whoa, let's rewind. You just casually mentioned that. What's with these kids? They were talking.
They were just like, I'm happy our demographic is these kids, because these guys, like, you could tell when they like turn into like their late teens, like 19, 18, they're gonna be fucking beauties. Like these kids are like, they're doing shit that I couldn't even imagine at their age. Like some of them were gambling and they're 14. And I will say this, I don't abide by that, even though it's kind of fucking sick. Just being 14 years old and just hammering parlays. I will say that's electric, but
illegal.
But illegal. I
don't think it was true, to be honest.
I don't think it was. Maybe he's listening. Maybe he can kind of set it straight. But I feel like my ass is in the jackpot if we have kids gambling. So
if they're gambling, they're actually the real beauties are actually their parents, because their parents are making an account. They're literally giving their driver's license to make an account.
Yeah, no, I don't. I just don't think it happens.
But I will say, okay, so even if they're not gambling, the craziest thing is they're fucking 15 years old, and they're just fucking like they're by themselves at a Jays game. Like if I told my mom, like when I was 14, 15, I'm gonna go to the Jays game, she'd be like, "No, you're not. Like by yourself when you're 14, like on a weekday, nonetheless. No, the fuck you're not, dude." So that part is wild to me, right, Abe? Like that is crazy. They're just 14.
It also kind of made me feel kind of old. I guess I am at this point, but they're just 10.
What grade's 14? 14's kind of old.
Grade 9, I think.
Yeah,
but that's 10. That's 10 years younger than me. Yeah, it's like
yeah, fuck.
Feels kind of weird.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, and it was a sick experience. We will end it off on that. And the vlog, by the way, for the people that obviously like there's going to be a lot of clippable TikTok parts on the vlog and stuff like that. It was funny. Like there's a couple like B-roll, obviously, and I will address this right now. There is a green screened clip of me eating dugout deals. That was not me. Avery is just.
I can't believe you went to dugout deals.
Well, listen. I didn't get paid.
This guy said we always go Pizziola before the game. It's right outside the place we park. Guy just doesn't get anything to eat. He's like, I haven't eaten.
Yeah, but I did an ultimate power move. Ultimate power move. I paid for Avery's. I body bagged them. I body bagged them on the golf course last week.
I mean, the golf course thing was bullshit. I said I'll pay for it.
No. Avery said I'll pay for it last week on the golf course. I looked at him. No, you're not. Bang. Hand the girl my card. Just absolutely Iverson stepped Tyronn Lue over him.
You're addicted to paying for stuff. Is that what's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Here?
The pizza thing, it made sense because he paid for the parking and he drove up. So I was like, I'll buy you a slice of pizza. Like I'm a good dude. I wasn't.
That's just a fair trade, 1-for-1 right there for sure.
I was hungry at the time. It's not a fair trade, but I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry at the time, and then I realized like, wait, I haven't ate all day. I should probably eat something. I'm just wearing a fucking. I was so dialed in on the uniform. So it just
we also had the Bluetooth mic that just wouldn't work.
Yeah, the Bluetooth mic not working was a meltdown because I wanted to like kind of talk to people and just see what the fuck they would say. Like, dude, like what the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, no, it was a good clip. I mean, it was electric.
There's an all-time one-liner before we get in. I hope that I haven't looked at the clip yet. It's going to be a TikTok. I don't know if I can spoil it now, but
are you talking about at the front, like the gate?
Yeah, when you talk to that girl.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah,
but yes, that leaves some anticipation. That is an all-time clip. I think that's gonna just go crazy viral on TikTok. I just look unbelievably dumb. And the girl
said something fucked to the girl.
No, it wasn't fucked. It was funny.
Really funny.
It wasn't fucked. It was just funny. But yeah, like this vlog is gonna be fucking hilarious. I think it's gonna be hilarious, and hopefully, and we have a lot of people like, "Where's JR at?" I'm like,
yes, a lot of.
You're like that dad, JR, where it's like, all like my mom takes me, or someone's mom takes them to an event, and then like all the kids are like, "Oh, my mom and dad are here. Johnny, where's your dad?" Like JR's like the dad that's just never there. It's like, oh, he had work, or he's golfing, or he's busy. Like you're that dad. You're the deadbeat father. That's what you are.
I sent you what he said to the girl, Jer.
That is gonna be fucking hilarious. Her reaction. That must have been priceless.
It was good.
It was
good.
priceless.
I can't wait to see that. But boys, just an update on where I was. Yeah, my hours are kind of fucked at work. I would have loved to been there, man. I would have been fucking in the trenches. But unfortunately, someone's got to deal with merch guy. And let's
that
just
guy
say,
is
Put
fucked.
in a fucking blender. I think you have to out them. I think we have to out them. Like at least just say their Instagram so people can come at them on Insta.
So here's the deal, man. Like he sends me a picture like the start of this week, and it looks the sweater looks horrendous. Like the logo is huge. The logo is huge, and it's like center chest to the right. I was like, we need to decrease that 25%, and we need to lift that shit, man. That's top right corner. And then he didn't respond to me. And then I answer the big dog, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man? This was supposed to arrive last week. He puts his fucking toes in the water. He's like, is this better? I was like, that's better. He makes the order. He sends me an invoice for $38. I was like, what the fuck is this? He's like, shipping. I go, shipping is
What is he
38
shipping it from fucking Africa? What, $38? You're getting put in the fucking ringer. Did you give him your sin?
No, I didn't give him my sin. I go, look, man, 38 seems a little outrageous. Like I thought we already paid for shipping. We didn't. I look back. That's on me. He goes, yeah, it seems a little high. I'll check with my shipping guy. This company isn't that fucking big where there's like multiple departments here. So he's fucking outing the shipping department. He forwards it to the shipping department. He comes back to me and goes, sorry, man, like the lowest I can go is 34.
A $4 discount?
And then he goes like, here's the invoice again. And I just like this was last night and I just didn't pay and they already charged my account. So like, I mean, they are en route. The samples are en route. We're just going to have to each pay like probably one 55 each for a fucking sample. So guys, like we need a new manufacturer like ASAP.
I'll get you one. Dude, I'm telling you,
okay,
dude.
Okay, we
this
need
company, I'll
just
get
like,
you one with a manufacturer. I'll get you with Champion Print Studio in Oakville. It's pretty simple. We'll do that. But yeah,
because
so Jeremy's
I'm telling you, we got a lot of people that are gonna want sweaters. And did you guys hear about Johnny when you mentioned that you could send shit to the players? It was so funny because I heard that Jesse Winker story maybe 3 hours later of the pizza.
You're just like, dude, I'm not going to say people like everyone listening to this podcast should send shit to players.
No,
yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, you can do that though.
I never knew that. I never knew like that was the thing.
Yeah, you can't do that. But it's obviously it's like they have to look at the package and like I'm assuming it might get open or shit like that. But yeah. So anyways, we can go into the series. The Jays are back. Like that game today, Kikuchi, that was a masterclass. Like he either looks like a lefty version of Tyler Chatwood or he's Clayton Kershaw. Today I was like, every single hitter just had not a fucking clue at the plate. And I know we should probably talk about the Red Sox series, but this is the last thing in my memory. Kikuchi, if he pitches like that at least half of his games, fuck it. I love the contract. Like that was fun as fuck to watch, right, Ave? Like,
yeah, it's his thing was attack with the fastball. We just hadn't seen that for so long. Shulman goes through the stats first thing. It's like, why was he successful? Like, let's look at the pitch mix when he was successful so far this season, and it was just a lot of fastballs. And sure, like I'm sure some of his starts were bad when he threw a lot of fastballs, but when he gets down in the count, when he gets down in situations, he throws the slider like way too much when his fastball is a really good pitch. I think it's got a good spin. It's 95 with a little bit of life at the end for a lefty too. Like that's not very easy to hit, and you don't see much of that. But today he just attacked guys. It's like he went out there, he fucking grabbed his nuts, he dropped them on the table. It's like, okay, I can actually pitch in this league, and it was good to see. Like he was an all-star last year. We do forget that because, you do have to have an all-star on every team. It makes sense that he got in there that way. But, this guy has the skill to be a good pitcher for this team. And it was nice to see in a spot where the bullpen, we really needed the bullpen. The bullpen was kind of depleted. We really needed a starter to go deep. And a time where we just thought, he just shouldn't be pitching. Like, we didn't think he was going to make the start at all. But I guess the 5 game in 4 days, it's like, I was talking to Johnny. He's like, what else are we going to do at this point? Like, we really need him to throw.
And he made us eat our words, though, right, JR? I mean, I didn't want him starting. I legit wanted him like in the bullpen or in Dunedin, and this guy does that.
You wanted to cut him last week. You wanted to fucking cut him. No, I think this was classic. He got an ass chewing. I wonder, like, I don't even know if this is bad to say, but like when a guy gets an ass chewing that like can't speak English, like you think the translator, he's just like, hey, what do you say? And the translator's like,
you pitch like shit.
You pitched like dog shit today.
That's a good point. That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? Like he gets an ass chewing, but like Charlie is probably not like, actually, you know what? He probably does. He probably calls him in and go like, hey, I'm just giving you a heads up. Like, I sort of chewed you out, like to the media, like wake up type thing. But I mean, he came up, man. Like he looked fantastic today. We're going to need him to be like a solid 4 or 5 pitcher. So it's good to see. I mean, as long as they can put up, like, obviously he pitched his ass off today, but like, we don't need this. Like, it'd be nice to have this every day, but we don't expect it every day. We just need solid outings.
If he gives up 3 runs over 6 every time he pitches, he gives us a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw a stat. He's averaging like 2.1 innings in the month of June. That just can't happen. That is fucking wild.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So and this makes me like arise the question here: is fucking Jose Berrios' ass in the jackpot tomorrow, right? Because Kikuchi does that. He could. Kikuchi showed today like what he has. I haven't seen this from Berrios in a fucking while. Like,
do you think do you think Kikuchi's been better than Berrios?
Oh no,
I think he has been though. Like, or
we just said fucking Kikuchi averages 2.1 innings.
Sure,
they're both trash.
Berrios was 3 innings, 8 earned last time.
Yeah,
but Berrios was throwing that much because they didn't have anyone on the bullpen. Like he had to go at least 3 innings. So I don't know, but I will say this: if Berrios doesn't carve tomorrow, you can make the argument he's the worst starter on the team, which is outlandish with the amount of money he's getting paid. Like honestly, dude, like Kikuchi, I don't know.
Come on.
Based on expectations, it's by far the worst, like, bang for our buck, I'd say.
But what I'm saying is this, dude, is Kikuchi clearly tonight, and I might be overreacting, he clearly figured something out. He was using his fastball, like Avery said, substantially more. He was getting way ahead in counts with his fastball. And I don't know what he's doing, but his fastball fluctuates like 6 miles an hour. Like he threw a 4-seam 90, and then the next one was 96. It was crazy. Like I was listening to Dan Schulman, and he was like, I don't know how his just fastball just fluctuates 6 miles an hour. It's crazy.
Maybe his cutter was just so bad because I remember throwing that cutter slider thing that they call now, right? That maybe it was just that, and that Statcast fucked it up. But
yeah, that's a good point. But I like I'm saying tonight he looked dynamite, man. Like that was a lefty pitcher that throws that hard, and I think he's one of the hardest throwing lefties in the league. So he has the fucking life on the fastball. I don't understand why he just doesn't, like, he never threw it when he was struggling. Like I guess he never trusted it, but tonight he was forcing himself to trust it. You could see him get down 2-0 in counts, get all the way back up 2-2 with the fastball. So I don't know if he at least like you said, six innings, 3 earned runs, he gives us a chance to win. And that's like the most you can ask for there, right?
What stats did you look up, Jerry? I can tell you're looking at something.
I was just trying to see where Tampa's offense is this year. Their runs per game is bottom 6 in the league. So that's the thing. I was gonna say, like, I need to see something else. I mean, I get.
Sure,
like
yeah, we're not gonna crown him. Like
I'd rather have a guy who's giving me feasible starts constantly, right? Like this odd good start is just not going to do it. It's not what we need.
No, you're right about that. But even him, like, for that money, it's so tough to see him struggle. It's so frustrating for what now we're looking at a Ryu contract that we all kind of agree is dog shit. And now you look at a Berrios contract that we have 6 more years of, or 7 more years of.
We said though, when we signed Kikuchi, we were sort of wondering, okay, why 3 years? But then I remember we talked internally and we said, well, it's the Canadian thing, right? Like no one's going to come here on a 1-year deal, most likely. It's just because it's tough to get people to come to Canada and the taxes and all that, but it was going to have to be more than a year. Kikuchi wasn't going to sign with Toronto on a year contract.
Yeah, it was weird too because he got the same money from Seattle and he decided not to go back.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's like a Pete Walker thing. He thought Robbie Ray changed him around and then Kikuchi could do it, but he's pretty old, I think, too. He's like 32 maybe. So maybe you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
And I'm not saying I want him, like I'm expecting this every start. Can we just get something in the fucking middle of his dog shit appearances and his good appearances? Like, can we just get a middle of it?
I agree.
I'd love that. Yeah. Twist my arm, man.
Is that like the craziest thing to ask for? But I mean, that game tomorrow is going to be electric, man. Corey Kluber is really good. Like I love the fact that Corey Kluber is still like a competent pitcher in baseball is crazy to me, right?
Well, he threw a no-hitter last year. Didn't he?
Yeah. Was that last year or the year before? I forget.
I think it was last year with the Yankees.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Was it one of those 7-inning no-hitters?
No, because he threw it against the Rangers, maybe, I think.
Okay.
Johnny's internet just sucks today.
Yeah,
eh?
Johnny's internet just sucks. So funny. He's out.
It's the Avon Jer show today.
Yeah. Corey Kluber, man. I remember when he Johnny sounds like a fucking screaming baby right now trying to talk.
Yeah, you can't even. This video doesn't even update yet. There you go.
It's the freaking new room, man. He tried to switch up the mojo here. Now, look, he's done though.
No.
What the fuck?
There we go. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, fucking Christ. What I was trying to say is Corey Kluber is still a competent pitcher. And yes, last year he threw the no-hitter on May 19th for the Yankees. So
how do you remember the date?
I just searched it. Come on.
I was gonna say, holy shit, you got a mind that needs to be fucking researched if you know that date.
I think it just needs to be researched in general.
It's a good point. It's a great point. And you know what? I will tip my cap here to some of the listeners that stopped by. I said it earlier. I love just how they look. Like it's just like a massive. It's like a massive range of dudes. Like there's some dudes that are like obviously like a little bit of the nerdy type. And then there's some guys that look like they're like fucking when they're 15, like Cali kids. I love it. And obviously,
how were they, man?
No, they're beauties. They're beauties. All of them are beauties. You'll see in the vlog, we actually filmed the guys that were like beauties.
Are we allowed to put them in if they're
actually? That's a good question. They didn't sign an NDA to be in it, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't have an NDA ready yesterday.
I'm saying is can't we put them in?
You have to fucking. I don't think NDA is the right contract.
Yeah, they have a non-disclosure agreement to be in a Game 14.
That is just not the contract you signed to be in a video.
It's not.
Aren't NDAs what?
It was NDA because I always say NDA contract.
An NDA is a non-disclosure contract.
Yeah, it's like when the rich people you have sex with them. You can't say.
All right, I fumble fucked my word. Shock. I'm fucking shocked. I fumble fucked my word.
I mean, guys, you're fucking. I mean, if they came up to you, they gave you guys approval, right? Like,
okay, but then let's say hypothetically this podcast keeps growing at the rate it's growing at, and we get our ass sued for putting
their mothers sue us.
Yeah, for 15-year-olds on the. I don't know. It's a weird slope to be on.
Just know, Jared, I'm going to be using copyrighted music for 100%.
That's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I
love that.
And I have another thing that I'm thinking of. I was gonna bring it up to you guys. Brought up to Avery. So my really good buddy Sean Walter, he listens to the show, so I'll give him a shout out. He lives in Vancouver, like close to the stadium. So I think I was thinking about doing like a series just with him wearing the most obnoxious outfit outside of the stadium, giving like he'll go to the games on Friday or whatever, and he'll just give like a prospect watch. But his prospect watch, he has such a crazy brain where I think his prospect watch should be like he's just fascinated by the way a guy walks, and he'll just like this. I'm willing to give it a shot. boots on the ground in Vancouver. I think he'd be electric. He's fucking funny as shit. And he could honestly, like, I'm assuming if he can name drop, it's like a small amount of fault. Like, I'm sure he can get in with a player. Like, he could talk to a player, a post game or something like that, and just have a fucking hilarious post game interview because he lives like 5 minutes from the stadium. So why not? I mean, I think it's a good idea.
This is a no brainer. This is fucking hilarious. This would be a hilarious segment. Boots
like,
on the ground, someone in Vancouver.
I'm thinking of like him wearing like
he's the Gate 14 scout.
Yeah, he's a Gate 14 scout,
minor league correspondent,
correspondent, and he's gonna wear like he's gonna go to the games. He already has like the Pit Viper sunglasses. He's gonna wear like an overly obnoxious suit jacket with a small tie, or just something along those lines, where it's gonna be the most obnoxious thing of all time. And that's what that's what he's going to be doing. And the funny thing is, like, he doesn't know that much about baseball. Like, he knows a pretty, and I think that's the funniest part. Like, it's getting a perspective of like prospects from a guy that's not, he's familiar with it. Like, don't get me wrong, he gambles on it a lot, but that aspect will be funny. So I think it's just no brainer. So I'm going to kind of give him the go ahead on that because it'd be hilarious. Could you imagine him interviewing like a guy, for instance,
Ricky Tiedemann?
Yeah, imagine him interviewing Ricky Tiedemann in like just an obnoxiously large suit jacket. And just like Pit Vipers, and like Tiedemann's like, what the fuck is this dude?
He'll never come on the show.
I think it would be, and then he can make the odd appearance on the pod and like explain,
and just
like maybe every so what weeks he comes on and explains, what's going on down in Vancouver for like a 5 minute.
Yeah, he's our correspondent. He's our high A correspondent. And then another thing, this is just rapid fire, and I maybe I'll make the graphic. We'll lay off of Avery here for a second. We're gonna do this.
Fuck is the Mount Rushmore?
We never got the vote in, dipshit.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do a fucking snake draft, us three right now. Bingo, bango, bongo. We get 2 guys to be on our side in a bench clearing brawl with the Jays. And credit to me for thinking about this. All right. So for the snake, we'll have Avery go first, JR, and then me. Avery, boom. You got to pick. Obviously, you go first, and then you're gonna go sixth. So who's the first guy you're going with in the fight? And then Avery will have people decide who won the snakes, and maybe a description on why you picked them.
Okay. You kind of cut out there a little bit. We haven't seen your screen update in a little bit here, Johnny, but I'm sure that'll get figured out. So I got the 1-1. Now along the lines, if I'm getting a bench clearing brawl, I've been in a couple in baseball. One, you kind of want a guy who's little bit crazy, because we got into a fight in Florida against a full Spanish team, and they were swinging baseball bats at us. So a guy, I think, on the Blue Jays who would go out there and swing baseball bats, I believe, is Santiago Espinal, would swing baseball bats in a fucking line brawl. So he's not the biggest guy. Obviously, he's probably one of the smallest. But I think he could turn it loose a little bit and just start swinging baseball bats at people. So my 1-1, right. Horrible 1-1, but that's how I feel.
That's a bad 1-1.
Yeah.
He's nice. He's gentle.
Nope.
I am going with, oh my God, there is just this guy. I mean, he is so low to the ground that like he's just gonna punch people right in the nuts, and that's Alejandro Kirk. He is a absolute bull rider. Like, imagine Alejandro Kirk full speed coming at you. What do? Punch him in the face?
Low man wins, and he's gonna win every time.
Do we know how heavy Alejandro Kirk is for a 5'7" guy? He's probably 210, 220.
Do you think he's obese on like the body mass index?
Has to be.
I think he is, but like, I don't know, like
coming from a guy who's also on that.
But he's like in shape.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You know what I mean? Like, he's big boy, but like if
you were to make Alejandro Kirk in a video game, his body would be so funny, just the proportions.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's your guy.
But I'm going with Kirk.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You're
here.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my pick is. Can you?
You're like on and off here. We can't hear. You might have to put. How about this? Put in the Zoom chat who you're picking, and we'll say to the fans who you pick, just so we can get these picks in.
And we'll come up with your reasoning.
No. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Like we
can't see you, but
man, is that screen ever?
There you go. You're live.
Can you hear me? Are we good now?
Like
we're
every
okay.
time you talk, it gets back to shit. Like it gets a little better when you stop talking and then you start talking and then it gets back. I think you're good now.
Oh, so my pick is just a clear.
Okay.
Are you guys fucking with me?
No, we're not fucking with you, man. Your fucking screen is having a fucking.
I haven't seen your face in 10 minutes.
All right, you know what? I'm hotspotting.
No, you're good. You're good right now.
You're good.
Am I good?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the best you sounded.
And I think, and you can see me.
Yeah.
And I think a clear cut. First, it's bananas. You guys didn't pick this because this guy is as a psychopath as humanly possible. He doesn't need weapons like fucking Avery's pussy pick, who hates confrontation, by the way. So I wouldn't take anything Avery says, whatever the fuck he's thinking. It's Jordan Romano.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It's Jordan.
No.
I was hoping to get him on the back end.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
JR, he looks like a legit.
No, he looks like a. I know, but I don't think he's like a goofy.
No, I don't think
he's like a killer.
I don't think he's goofy. I genuinely don't think he talks.
I don't think he's a goofy guy at all.
I genuinely would be shocked if he talks. I'm gonna say Romano because one, like he has that click where you could turn into like a legitimate psychopath, and two, it's like you never know what this guy's gonna do. Like he could literally pull out a machete. Like he's like a psychopath. That's what I'm saying. You never know what this guy's next move is gonna be. So mine is Jordan Romano. And my second pick, I think the second pick is kind of a cakewalk too. The second pick is a guy that goes by. He likes to have a few drinks and maybe hop behind the wheel. It's Pete Walker.
Oh, fuck. I was going to pick that.
Pete Walker, one, because of the liquid courage that he'll have. He'll probably have a couple beers before and like get after it and love. And listen, you can't look at Pete Walker and be like, this guy hasn't gotten to a brawl before, like at the bar. Or at like a restaurant or at like a PF Chang's. Like this guy lives inside of a Mandarin and just gets into Tilly's all fucking day. So I'm going to say Pete Walker and Alek Manoah are my clear cut too. I think I have this like in the poll. I think I have this by a legitimate cakewalk. Like it's not even
added a third player.
Yeah, the fact that you brought up another player is kind of bullshit.
Who did I say?
You just added Alek Manoah.
Oh fuck! Sorry, Pete Walker and Jordan Romano. Sorry. And Avery, what do you complain about, Avery? You're going next. Oh, sorry. JR is going next. So
I'm up.
That's on me. That's on me. I will hold the burden, but I did win this in a landslide, so it doesn't even matter who you two pick. But you guys can go right ahead. JR, who's your next guy?
Okay, so Kirk, I think Teoscar Hernandez is going to be my next guy. I think he's just a scary dude. Like, I think Teoscar's got some. I would not want to fight Hernandez. He's a big boy. Out of all those outfielders, Teoscar Hernandez would be my guy. Like in the infield, like Vlad, but I don't know if Vlad has it in him. Vlad's a big boy, but
we saw him yesterday.
Much of a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart. Bo's everyone loves Bo. Like he's not really. But I'm interested to see this pick by Ave here because I know he's got something cooking up.
So I'm going to take you back here. There's a Will Ferrell movie, okay? Kicking and Screaming. I know Jeremy knows it well.
I fucking love that movie, man.
So there is, when they put Byung-sun on the big guy's shoulders, right?
Yeah.
And then they kind of like weave through everyone. So I have my small guy, Santiago Espinal, and my big dog is going to be Max Castillo into a fight.
That's a great pick. That's a great fucking pick.
The sex man, Max Castillo, doing his thing.
Liking porn on Twitter.
Yes. Right. Sometimes you get on Twitter and you don't know what that's going to be there. He was fascinated. He's been on Twitter for a week and he had to get off. But no, just kind of make a mega person. I go into battle with Max Castillo and Santiago Espinal.
That's a great pick. And
Santiago Espinal, he has like good bat control too. So we can use the bat at the top when he's in there's like kind of medieval times, kind of slash people down as we're fighting.
I think though your Byung-sun would have been better if it was Kirk. Like if Kirk was on someone's shoulder, now we're talking about
that would have been an electric duo. I did fuck that one up. Next week.
Yeah. So like I said, that is an unbelievable, unfucking believable snake draft. And maybe next week we'll do this. Next week, I'm not going to get you guys prepared. I guess you will. I guess this is me saying I guess you will. Next week, we're doing 2 guys you'd go out for drinks with on the Jays.
Oh, God.
Start thinking about that.
You're going to just pick Pete Walker for everyone we do.
No, I'm not. Okay, Pete Walker's off the board.
That's a great. You know what, though? We can't forget about this because every time we've mentioned a new segment,
the Pete Walker one has to be brought up. Pete Walker one has to be brought up. That'll be every Thursday. We'll do it because it's going into the weekend.
If we wait till Thursday, we will most certainly forget about that.
Thursday. Why don't we just do it next episode?
Okay, fine. Well, but you can't do it every episode. We're gonna run out of fucking
We're gonna run out of topics.
I'm thinking every Thursday we do it. I will remember. I have like a notes app on my thing. I will put in the notes app. Every Thursday we'll do this, but next week we'll be drinking people, and I'm assuming we're gonna get just like tons of listeners just like responding to this, what's it called, the YouTube graphic or whatever with like the people they'd booze with. So, I mean, we're gonna already get cheat sheet answers. I probably shouldn't have said that, but
yeah, you
whatever.
Probably shouldn't have mentioned it because a lot of people are just gonna put who they.
Yeah, that's fine. But anyway, so you guys let us know who won the draft. I think it's clear cut. Pound for pound. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna be biased, but we'll see who wins it. If Avery wins it, it's rigged.
No one picking Manoah is actually kind of a crime.
But Manoah's not a fight. He's too nice. He's too nice.
No, I think he's
got Miami Heat to him. You know,
Manoah's huge, man.
We might get roasted for not picking him. I don't know. We might get roasted.
You like half pick.
I took Santiago Espinal 1-1. No one's gonna listen to what I have to say.
You took and the reasoning beside why you took Santiago Espinal was him to use a weapon, which is like something anyone could do. Like a child could do that.
Full on criminal act. Just use a weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy 1-1 reasoning. Like, I hope, and you know what? Maybe like I'm gonna call Billy Talks Baseball. Our graphic guy. I'm gonna let him know what we got going on here. And he'll make the graphic of the fight, like the snake draft fight scene. Like who
shout out to Billy, man.
Yeah, shout out to Billy Talks Baseball. Listen, if you're listening to this, like follow him. I think we've gained we've gotten like 27, 30 followers, something like that. He's one of the nicest kids. He reached out to me a couple months ago, 5 or 6 months ago. He's not really a kid. He's probably like in his early 20s, but he messaged me and he was like, yo, like, I love your podcast. Like, if you need a graphic guy, just let me know. Like, I'll do all your episode graphics, your YouTube. And I was like, yeah, dude, like 100%. And then he just messaged me a couple of days ago. He's like, if you need anything for Gate 14, I'll do that as well. And this is coming a lot for him because he's a Yankee fan. So go show you, he's like salt of the earth, good dude, puts his biases aside, and that's what he does. So shout out Billy Talks Baseball. I mean, his ratio, by the way, is crazy. He has 1,631 followers and he's following 78. I mean, I'll take that 10 times out of fucking 10.
So what you're saying is fuck Billy, but we love Billy.
Yeah, fuck for the team that he roots for. Fuck him, but I love you, Billy, for doing all this for the boys. So so shout out to Billy for that. And we can't send him Gate 14 stuff because
won't wear it.
He's a Yankee fan.
Yeah, we can't do that shit, man.
Can't do that. So I also have another thing that I wanted to talk about. It's completely off topic. I got into it with the Intercounty Baseball League on Twitter. Avery, did you happen to catch that?
I happened to catch it, Johnny.
And listen, all they had to say was, we are a pro baseball league. They had no backbone. They just kept copying and pasting their Twitter bio. And I was like, so you're not a pro baseball league. I was trying to push it out of them. Like it was crazy. So Intercounty Baseball League, fuck you. Plain and simple. Never interact with us. You guys are fucking spineless for at least not backing yourselves up and saying, all right, we're a pro league. Just no backbone. But Avery, I want to talk to you about so obviously we got to witness the David Phelps appearance on Wednesday, which was that the worst relief appearance this year for the team? Like, there's tons, but it can only be tied.
It can only be tied for last place. That's the best it can be, right?
Infinity ERA.
Yeah.
Infinity ERA.
And we almost got out of it too, which was the nuts thing.
I really thought Mesa, but man, Mesa's trash, man. I don't know what happened.
I just think Alex Verdugo was that good last night. I don't think he was just getting out. He hit everything so hard.
What was the because obviously there was some fucking tension going on. Verdugo staring down the boys. What was
I
the
didn't see
tension?
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
First
you
home
guys
run.
didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fucked, dude.
He ran
literally
around the
rounded third.
bases so slow. It was incredible.
Whatever.
Like
I
what was
love
the
Verdugo.
vibe like in stadium? Like was it intense or what?
Apparently there was a fuck David Phelps chant. I didn't hear that, but that is hilarious.
Didn't come from 523, but it
Yeah,
should
I
have.
wish should have did. But no, I didn't see that. Well, like for the brawl, that was where I got Photoshop of the dugout deals, so we only heard it. And then I ran out. I think we missed a massive opportunity.
He did sprint. Yeah.
I wish like there was a massive opportunity for the vlog if we were recorded me acting like I was a part of the vlog, like I was running to like the front of the 500 section, like whoa, what's going on here? But
yeah, if you ran to like go to like Charlie, I'm here.
But no, it was it was a nothing burger, right? Like that. Why would you hit Alejandro Kirk like twice? Like it just clearly got away from him. Like if
they
you
buzzed him inside every at bat in the series, so it makes sense. And he almost got hit in the head, I guess, the first at bat. I mean, I feel like Kirk should have been the one to freak out about it, not Vladdy, if it was really that serious. But
Vladdy would have did nothing though, right? Like that's just the definition of baseball players that pretend they're gonna like fight and just don't do fuck all. Like Vladdy was the hold me back guy, right? He was the hold me back guy when he's not gonna do anything. Yeah. He's the Avery.
No, Abe loves yapping at the umps, man.
I definitely need to shut my mouth when I play more.
Abe likes yapping at the umps. I like yapping at the refs in hockey.
Yeah,
that's sick.
That's for sure.
I've never been thrown out, but no one has more chirps to the ump during the game than me. Just like subtle ones, not ones that like kind of get at you, but not mean enough to get thrown out every time.
I can respect that.
They do a horrible job. I'll just say it. They always have.
I mean, they're umping your men's league slow like baseball league. Like I don't.
No, you meant more when we were playing like junior, which was
it's just anyone. It didn't matter who it was or where.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
but no, I mean that series was weird. The Jays. I honestly thought Trent Thornton fucked it, and then the Jays bats show up because the Red Sox bullpen is just absolutely atrocious. And the Red Sox fans like using the excuse like, "Oh, we didn't have Tanner Houck." Like, okay, I mean the Jays almost came back in that extra innings game off of Strom or whatever the fuck his name is. George Springer popping out there was like that was the one guy I wanted up. I said to Avery too, I was like, oh my God, George Springer's up. Like, that's why you don't send Espinal on that Cavan Biggio double. But that was like, I can't believe he didn't like clutch up there. Like, that was the one guy where I was like, he's been in it before. He's been clutch in the World Series. Like, this is a guy that's going to cash through. But it was crazy he didn't do it. But I can genuinely say I think the Red Sox are poverty.
I can't agree with that. I think the Rays could be poverty.
It's tough, right? Like, dude, if the Rays, did you guys see Glasnow was throwing? Like, dude, did we just forget that fucking man might be back? Like,
should I text them?
Holy
Should I text them? Don't ever pitch in Toronto. Are you vaxxed? Question mark.
Who are you gonna text?
Glasnow.
Oh, fuck. He went on your pod, didn't he?
Yeah. Back when he was before he was a big name. Before he was a big name.
You made him a big name. People are saying.
I actually made him a big name. I think I was the first podcast. I think I was the first podcast you ever hopped on. And so funny background on Tyler Glasnow. So I asked him a very, very stupid question. And like every time I look back on it, like he's like a good guy. Like he likes me, but I look back on it now and I'm just like, I cringe. And I don't think it was a bad question, but the way he answered it was like, dude, what? Like, I kind of asked him, like, how sick is it to play against, like, Vladdy and Bo?
Why the fuck did you?
Because there was, like, a 2
years ago?
It was, like, 2 years ago, but there was, like, a weird pause. And then he was like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's cool. And I was like, fuck.
Asked him this on the pod?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant, like, this was the first question you asked him. Like,
no, I asked it on the pod. I mean, it's not a crazy question. No, it was pretty much a question like, what's it like playing the AL East? Like, what's it like playing against Vlad? Like, who's a massive prospect? But it was very dumb to ask at that time. But Tyler Glasnow being back is crazy because he pretty much has like a brand new arm, right? He's like a brand new arm now.
I mean, I don't know what he's gonna be like, but like you can expect probably 98, 99 coming from that guy, which is just adding that guy. But going back to the question about the Red Sox, I mean, that lineup is always going to scare me. Like, that hitting lineup is just absurd.
That's what Avery was saying.
But the pitching is, their bullpen is good. Their bullpen's always been good. But that's why it worries me in a 5-game series. I think in a 7-game series, maybe not as worried, but 5-game series against that team, man.
Well, we might have to play him in a 3-game series, which is
that's worse. That's even worse because now you're bringing in like Hawk is coming probably in as like a long reliever-ish, or maybe
he's been their closer for the last time. And then you have Whitlock. Whitlock will be a long reliever. He's coming back to the pen once he's healthy.
Yeah. Whitlock is fucking, that guy can throw.
Yeah.
That guy's like 98, 99. He hits 100 sometimes.
He's gross.
Chris Sale had a rehab start in Portland today. So they're going to have a little bit of juice.
That would be a tough team. Now, if you said tomorrow, Rays or Sox 3-game series.
I'd rather face the Rays.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. But, and Avery was saying this yesterday, you look at that Red Sox lineup, like that middle of the order is fucked. You got Bogarts, you got Devers, you got JD Martinez, you got
Trevor Story,
Alex Verdugo. It's like, whoa, dude, holy fuck. But that Jays lineup today, and I said it to you guys when I came out with it, that Jays lineup today fucks. Like that Jays lineup today fucks. It fucks. It's fuck. Like that lineup today, I was like, let's go. And listen, Tapia's obviously shown up, like, and a lot of the Jays fans were like, oh my god, we got rid of Grichuk, all this, all that, like sad about losing Grichuk. Tapia has slid in there so like he's been great, dude. He's hitting 260 this year, which is not nothing to shake. I mean, it's decent average for like a fourth outfielder. And in his last 15 games, he's hitting 314 with a 327 OBP and a 471 slugging percentage. Like, he hasn't been a weak spot. He's hitting 290 his last 30, 280 his last 7. So it's not like this guy is just is just whiffing on shit at the plate. He's been very competitive. I don't mind Tapia in this lineup. Is that crazy to say?
No, he does what he's good at pretty well. That's make contact and use the speed. Randall Grichuk's also hitting 260 this year. A weighted runs created plus of 83, which is 17% below league average.
How many dingers does he have?
He has 8, but he's only played 64 games.
Yeah, he's not one of their main outfielders, I'm pretty sure.
On the fucking Rockies? Come on.
He's a strikeout rate of 27%, Jer.
Oh my god.
That's a lot.
I think that trade was definitely good. I mean, we also shed salary, like people forget about that. Like it was like, we're not saying that Tapia was better than Grichuk at the time. It was like he was getting paid way more. Like we shed like $8 million a year on that. That deal. Like that was big. But yeah, Grichuk. I mean, there was no room for it. Like, where the fuck would we play him?
And he's a guy where you could tell, like, if he's not playing every day, he's gonna have like a hissy fit and just be like a bitch in the fucking dugout.
You think so? I didn't.
I heard.
I think he's a little.
I heard rumors he wasn't like that well liked in the dugout and the club.
Interesting.
I think he thinks he's better than what he is.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great point. And we got to talk about like a couple things to talk about left, but Matt Chapman tonight, boys. I can't stop watching it. The off balance throw where he's facing like the third base dugout and just hits Vladdy right in the fucking chest or like the leg or just whatever. He gets to first base. He saved Trent Thornton's ass. Trent Thornton had runner on first and second, no outs, ground ball to third. Chapman fields it, touches the base. While he's touching the base, he goes off balance. Derek Jeter throw to first, absolute dart to Vladdy. I was like, this is why you pay this dude. Like this, you could make the argument, right? He won that game tonight for the Jays, how he played defensively. Because he made 2 or 3 of those plays where I'm like, he caught the ball in foul territory. He made that off balance throw to first, and then he did the double play ball. It's like, man, Matt Chapman won that game tonight.
It was the 6th inning, right? Where the double play too, where Kikuchi got out of it miraculously as well.
Yeah.
It was a sick play to his right. No, man, it's why we fucking pay him. I'll say it 1,000 times. He's really good at what he does, and that's playing maybe some of the best defense in the league, right? And you'll see his average. What is it, 220 right now? And it's like, oh, what does this guy do? But I think he's kind of turned around with the bat as well. We saw that home run against the Red Sox where he took, who was that? Seabold, that pitch he took deep over his eyeballs pretty much.
Yeah.
Or into the gap as well. No, I think he's been really good, kind of underappreciated even here for a guy we watch every single day.
For sure. And I guess we can go into the series preview here. So obviously, man, a 3-1 week so far for the Jays. Avery, by the way, I don't know if he's doing the reverse. He said the Jays would get swept by the Red Sox. So JR, like, do you want to shame him or what's the deal with that? Because you and I both said 2-1. We both said 2-1. Avery said sweep.
It was reverse jinx like you read about, guys. Come on.
Tip your cap.
Come on, Ave. You need to stop that, man.
But we got to go into the rest. So, and JR, I will say this. I don't hate a really good pitching matchup. I wouldn't attend a game with a really good pitching matchup because it kind of sucks being there. But we're talking McClanahan, Gausman, Saturday fucking morning.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true anymore. I heard them say they don't know what game he's going to pitch on Saturday.
Oh, dude.
So can we start the narrative that they're scared?
It's two separate games Saturday, eh? Like two completely like what the fuck? Like what the fuck is with the price is the same?
No, you have to. There's two different tickets.
Are they like the same price? Like a 7-inning game, isn't it?
No, they're 9. They're 9.
Oh, they're 9s. Okay.
Yeah.
But
dude,
that would be a sick match. We were talking in the car on the way home from the game how much that matchup would fuck tomorrow. But I heard Shulman say they don't know what game he's going to pitch now.
That's bummy, dude. What the fuck?
McClanahan's so good.
And the Jays have to go through the gauntlet Saturday. You got McClanahan, and then you got like potentially, I think it's Boz. No, Boz is going Sunday. Yeah, but I'm dying for that matchup. I'm praying that we get it because it's so electric. Like just 12 o'clock baseball on a Saturday. It gives me the college football vibe. And Avery and I are massive college football guys. I don't know if JR is, but just getting that vibe of like 12 o'clock, you wake up, maybe go to the gym, whatever you do in the morning, you get 12 o'clock baseball. And then you know what's even better? You get 6 o'clock baseball right the fuck after. Toronto Blue Jays Rays. It just what
You're not
gets
gonna
your
move
fucking
from your
dick
couch
hard.
over there, Johnny. You're gonna be glued to that goddamn couch.
No, I think I'm golfing Saturday.
So phone on course Saturday.
Phone on the course.
Mm-hmm.
I might be attending if I'm back in time. Johnny's gone again. Fucking internet.
Yeah, Johnny's frozen.
Am I lagging again?
Yeah.
No, you're back. You're back.
Okay. So anyways, let's go into the prediction. Okay. I'm saying I genuinely do think
we have 4 games left this series, right?
Yeah, I think the Jays are going to go 3-1 to finish off this weekend. Nice. I love the pitching matchups. I think Barrios tomorrow is going to be pretty good. He obviously has to bounce back, seeing what Kikuchi did. I think we get the same from Barrios. I think the Jays win tomorrow against Corey Kluber, a guy they're really familiar with. They've faced him for a pretty good amount of years now. I say Jays buzz tomorrow. Saturday they split. Sunday they win. Because Sunday we get Manoah. So, is it Manoah?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 4 games. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be lined up for that.
Yeah, so we get Manoah Sunday, Ross Stripling Saturday, and Kevin Gausman. A split there is pretty. I think that's a guarantee. If they don't split.
Okay, no, now we're off. We're off. Manoah wouldn't be Sunday. He'd be Monday, right?
So who's Sunday then?
No, it would be Manoah. It would be no fuck. Are we calling someone out because of the doubleheader?
I think Max Castillo. I think Castillo will pitch.
Okay.
Okay,
Saturday.
I don't mind that Castillo on Sunday.
They won't move They won't move a starter up. They just won't do that.
Yeah, and I respect that. That's fine. That's
so if you think Gausman's Saturday, it'll go. Fuck, what day is it today? Thursday.
Yeah, so it's Gausman Saturday with Stripling. That's just set in stone. Gausman Stripling. I think it's Castillo Sunday.
No. Stripling will pitch Sunday.
We're idiots. Can't goddamn figure this out.
Stripling's going Saturday. I'm already looking at the probables right now.
Yeah, it just makes no sense to me. Why would they move him up?
Okay, so I guess I don't even care. So it's going to be Castillo Saturday then and Stripling Sunday.
That's what I think. Yeah,
it doesn't matter either way that he's facing the fucking Rays.
Yeah. Either way. Yeah, no, for sure, 100%.
So I'm going to say the Jays go 3-1 to finish the week. And I think Gurriel just keeps absolutely mashing. The guy's hitting fucking 360. And maybe Avery, we can old takes expose you positive wise because you said he's just the best hitter ever in June. And this guy hits 360 or whatever, or 330, whatever he's doing. So a little tap on the little snaps in class for Avery for that.
Stick taps.
Let's Ave. Let's get a graphic out, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, give us a prediction.
Come on, man.
What graphic do you want, Jer? I'm gonna go
Your
celebrate
quote.
Canada
Your
Day.
quote. Just make up a quote. Well, you said something like that. Just make it up though, if you have to.
Okay.
Give it to us, Dave. Give us the prediction, little sweet boy.
2-2.
Yeah,
That's
I'm 2-2. I'm a split too. I think.
I'm fine with that too, though.
But that's
because
a
the Saturday
series
is a split.
win.
Let's be honest. A doubleheader. You're splitting a doubleheader.
If the Jays sweep the doubleheader, that is like they're all the way back because you're going McClanahan and potentially not Boz.
Yeah.
Like,
and then fucking if you're not buzzing that Saturday night, what are you doing?
yeah.
Right?
So you're going both, right? You're both are going split.
Yeah.
And who? Okay, let's end it off here with the Mount Rushmore of the week because obviously we have to do that for the week. Who is your Mount Rushmore guy?
Someone forgot to put the poll up.
That's whatever.
That's you. No, that's you, Jer. I'll blame you.
Yeah, we'll bounce back on that. But who was your Mount Rushmore guy, Abe?
No. We can't do of the week because we did this on Sunday.
Okay, wait. I completely forget who was even on the Rushmore.
The hitting coach.
Okay, I had Stripling.
I had a stupid one. I
Kikuchi
think
comes in.
Well,
right?
okay, you know what? We'll do it Sunday. Because we're gonna keep the same routine. So Sunday will be Mount Rushmore.
Thursday will be drafts.
Thursday will be the draft.
Bang.
Bang.
Put that in your notes.
That's very easy. So we'll do that. Yeah. So a lot of people are saying you didn't do full uniform. You have to do it again. I'm not doing it again. Just to kind of clear the air there with that. We'll not be doing it again.
I think we should wear full uniform if we sweep the Rays 5 games.
Okay. You know what? We will do that. As a podcast, we will all wear full uniform if the Jays sweep the Rays. Because you know what? I can get behind that. I can get behind that. That's a great thing. And wait, there's one comment that I have to read that won the comment of the week. Obviously, I have to do that.
That's just the one segment you won't let die. Is the comment of the week.
Oh, no belt
peace prize by Jeff Allen from Niagara Falls. Tip my cap. One of the greatest comments. That is going to be the episode name. No belt peace prize.
That was an awesome comment.
That is just like that's a comment you got to tip your cap on. My buddy Taylor Guerrero used to play for the Jays. Called me a Walmart version Vladdy. Yeah,
the comments were all time, man.
The comments were great. Comments section. If you want to have a good laugh, just read the comments section. And I get it. Everyone's saying no belts, like just a million comments. No belt. Like, yeah, I know I don't wear a belt. I looked at myself in the mirror, but vlog will be out sometime next week. Maybe we'll have a concrete date whenever it gets figured out. But obviously the episode's a top priority. And let's have ourselves a fucking weekend. All right. Happy Canada Day to all the followers, all the listeners.
Celebrate responsibly or don't.
And by the way, the reseller market for Jays tickets, fuck you. $170 to sit like in the 200s tomorrow. Pathetic. Like,
dude, tomorrow's a big day, Johnny. This is probably one of the most popular games
for sure
of the year.
But the Jays are wearing red. It's a guaranteed L. And actually, credit to me, by the way. I think I'm 3-0 on must-win games this year. Should I coin a must-win game?
No, I laughed when you said that. You lost your first must-win. It was your thing. You were 1-1.
You were 1-1.
And then I saw you tweet that you're undefeated.
What was the first loss?
I don't remember, but all I remember is last time you called must-win, we laughed. And you said I'm 1-1 on must wins.
No, my first must win was against the Yankees on the Friday.
Sure, and they won. You have commented and said you're 1-1, even if you're undefeated. So okay, in my head,
change the fucking narrative. I'm undefeated on must win. I'm not going to coin a must win game this weekend because the Jays are playing with house money right now. You know what? Fuck it. Game 1 Saturday against McClanahan is must win.
No. What?
Yeah, game Saturday McClanahan. That's where you put your balls on the
probably top 3 pitcher in the majors right now, and you just said
no, not according to Steve Ballard, Craig Ballard, not according to Craig Ballard.
You've been calling him Steve.
Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy this kind of cruising into your long weekend, maybe driving up to the cottage, having a couple.
Johnny's Wi-Fi is so bad.
I'll be watching
Okay.
this is our job. And
Pretty much what he said was.
Yeah, no, be Johnny.
So pretty much what he said was, I hope you guys are watching this while having a beer or driving up. Well, not drinking and driving, but driving up to the cottage and then have a beer at the cottage, listen to some Gate 14. But Johnny needs new Wi-Fi, so we're going to have to figure that out for next episode.
I think it's because I'm recording up here.
Okay,
when I record down there, I'm
This is
close to the
over.
router.
We can't.
There's no more good lighting, boys.
All right, we're good. All right, there it is.
All right.
There it is,
you
guys.